Hello again, it's Joe Maguire. It's Good Friday, a wonderful sunny day out there. I'm in one of my favourite local watering holes. It's the Broadway Bar, a wonderful bar in Fulham, Broadway, run by a good friend of mine, Brennan, and wonderful stuff. Nice pub, big pub, 4 floors, well worth seeing. I'm about to recite my latest poem, done in the early hours of this morning. It's called The Smug Listeners. Note how the bars and restaurants, private and public meeting places are all now hushed, though not silenced. At last our ears spared the strum of someone else's chosen music, our eyes spared from the grimacing sting of the acidic, smoky fog, at least for now. Once a smoking advocate, I freely admit to being able to smell the food and taste the meals I'm eating. The cacophony of humdrum noise has been replaced by a soothing ambience of human conversation and joviality. And if you pick your spot carefully, the added bonus, without the muffle of the invisible headphones, of listening to the goings-on, some of which you'd never dreamt existed. Right there all the time under your noses, an underworld of hypocrisy, slowly festering over decades under the cloak of the noise. A gathering of amyopic egos, unnoticed and hanging on your every word. But now the fog has lifted, you can smell the vitriol emanating from their acid tongues, and you can see the spite in their eyes now that you are no longer blind. For the toads there are no murky corners in which to hide. They cannot stoop beneath the level of the sing-alongs, and the loss of the fine blended smell of tobacco leaves them hissing like a swarm of unwanted mosquitoes. And the $64 million bonus is to have them all still sitting amongst us, thinking they have won, still listening, snitching and betraying, not realizing that the very successes they celebrate have plunged them into full view of all the previously blinded eyes. To think, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in decades they have been unveiled, and if you listen and look diligently, you can see them in the pure light of day for exactly what they are. For they are hypocrites, the party poopers, the silent listeners, the liars and plotters, the I know better than youers, and they are the loudest. There all the time, logging and hiding, right under your naive noses. Anyway, there you go. Always seems to get a little bit busier when I write my poetry, recite my poetry. I wonder if they come in to hear me. I'm sure not. I wonder, do you think they come in to see me?